Now read sentence 5. Please read sentence 6. Now read sentence 7. Now read sentence 8. Part B. Repeat. Please repeat each sentence that you hear. For example, a voice says, "Leave town."
Did John's comment make you angry? Did you see the size of that dog?
Keep all your records in a locked drawer. If you need more time, just let me know.
Will someone please tell me what's going on?
In the summer, a variety of classes are available.
I'd rather buy the cheaper tickets this time. The boss wants to see you immediately. No information is available on that subject.
Before you join, you must first get approval from personnel.
Priority is given to campus residents. Offices will be closed this Monday due to the holiday. When was the last time you saw the bike? One month's rent is required as a security deposit. Please refer to page 120 for additional help.
Let our guides take you on a trip down the Pacific coast.
Part C. Questions. Now, please just give a simple answer to the questions. For example, a voice says,
Would you get water from a bottle or a newspaper?
and you say,
A bottle.
or,
From a bottle.
Do you usually drink or eat a cake?
Which month has fewer than 30 days?
If you practice something, do you usually get better or worse at it?
Ken knows the lyrics to the entire musical. Does he know the director or the words?
Do you wear a cap or a canyon on your head?
Preparing for a sailing trip, did Anne work on her boat or her car? Pat does 4 loads of laundry a week. How many does she do in 2 weeks? After Jessie paid a fine, did she have more money or less money than before?
Is music made with ice cream or with a guitar?
Pete has extensive knowledge of legal terms. Does he work for a clothing store or a law firm? What device do you use to take someone's temperature?
Is an anniversary a special dish or a special occasion?
If a sponge absorbs water, where does the water go?
What is the color of fresh snow?
If you handle an object with great care, are you gentle or forgetful?
The paper still needs to be edited. Is it finished or in progress? Jeremy was partially responsible for the accident. Does he share all or some of the blame?
When someone has a confession to make, is she going to tell a secret or a joke? Do wet clothes dry faster on a rainy day or a sunny day?
Is a documentary a kind of film or a kind of dough?
Would you get therapy from a counselor or an editor?
Are grandmothers men or women?
If you want to know how much something weighs, what instrument should you use?
What are the pages of a book usually made of?
Part D. Sentence builds. Now please rearrange the word groups into a sentence. For example, a voice says,
Was reading. My mother. Her favorite magazine.
and you say,
My mother was reading her favorite magazine.
The dog, barking loudly, began.
You should select your family's needs, insurance that suits.
Look, don't, add it. More than 5 times. That movie. Patricia has seen. We need to open this door. A different key. More than 2 weeks. And still have nothing. We have waited. Nobody knows for sure. That night. What occurred? Toward the open door. Ran quickly. Her cat. Were expecting a visit. The two students. From their professor.
Stack of folders in. The supply cupboard. There is another.
Part E. Story retellings. You will hear 3 brief stories. Each story will be spoken once, followed by a beep. When you hear the beep, you will have 30 seconds to retell the story in English. Try to retell as much of the story as you can, including the situation, characters, actions, and ending. You will hear another beep at the end of the 30 seconds.
Stephen decided to go fishing so he could catch some fish. He brought his net and his fishing rod to the river and began to fish. After almost an hour, he still hadn't caught anything. Then he discovered that he forgot to put bait on the hook to attract the fish. He put a worm on the hook and after that caught several fish.
It was a beautiful day for a picnic in the park. The Wilson family packed their car and drove to the park. They found a sunny spot in the park and unloaded their car. After they set the table with plates and cups, they realized that they had forgotten to bring the food.
It was a sunny day
and two friends went out on the lake in a small boat. They were only out a short while when dark clouds started to roll in. They returned the boat to the shore as fast as they could. Unfortunately, they were soaking wet by the time they returned to their cabin.
Part F. Open questions. You will hear 2 questions about family life or personal choices. Each question will be spoken twice, followed by a beep. When you hear the beep, you will have 40 seconds to answer the question. You will hear another beep at the end of the 40.
When you study, would you rather study in a completely quiet room, or do you prefer to have some noise in the room? Please explain. When you study, would you rather study in a completely quiet room, or do you prefer to have some noise in the room? Please explain. Is it best for family members to help children with schoolwork or to let children complete schoolwork alone without help? Please explain. Is it best for family members to help children with schoolwork or to let children complete schoolwork alone without help? Please explain.
This is the end of the test. If you wish, you may continue and answer the following questions about yourself. These questions will not affect your test results. If you do not want to answer the questions, just click Next. Congratulations! You have completed the test.